And we are live. What did you say? It looks good?
Yeah, no, it looks really good. I know. What system is that's actually on?
Oh, this is the Super NT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've actually heard about that.
Yeah, it came out a few months ago. So, but first, let's do the intro. I'll tell you about that.
Sure.
So, hey guys, we're going to be playing Mario Paint. I got Billy from the Game Chasers in here.
How you doing?
Jay might join us a little bit later. We're just going to be playing Mario playing Mario Paint, and just chilling, basically. So he was asking me what we're playing this on and why it looks so clear. So I'm playing it on the Super NT. A lot of times I play the games either on the Super NT or I'll play it. This is a good thing to like take to conventions and stuff because it's just like HDMI. When I'm at home, I actually have like an RGB setup, and I use the original Super Nintendo, which is really cool. I actually prefer that because I have like one of those PVM monitors,
right,
and it looks really nice. Because when you see this, you remember like the old CRT TVs, and how we played it as kids.
Which is like I like that experience a lot better.
I do too.
This I like for like recording gameplay footage and stuff like that. It's great. But
they're
especially like Atari, they're coming out with a new Retron for the Atari, and I'm like, I have to play Atari like an old school like big wooden TV, you know.
I was just doing a stream of Kaboom for Atari. I did a whole live stream on it for like 2 hours, and that I have like with RGB, but it's on the original Atari.
Yeah.
But I'm playing it on an old monitor, and the fact that it's on the old monitor, it makes it look. Remember when we were kids and we wanted to get. When you're playing Atari and you want the game to look really nice and crisp and clear, like on that TV, but it looks like shit because you're using like RF or whatever.
Right. And I played the original Super Mario Brothers. That's how I played it before we even had a connection for RGB.
So I finally got it to the point where it's like you're playing it on the kind of TV you want to be playing it on, but it also looks clear.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. So
best of both worlds.
So let's see what the chat's doing right here. Frisbee Life is asking who is in the booth with me. I don't know if you've ever watched the Game Chasers, but it's a really cool show on YouTube. You want to explain your show?
Yeah, basically what we do is we go around to flea markets and thrift stores, and we look to buy games for our collection. We've been doing it for about 7 years now, I guess. But yeah, we go and so we find a game or whatever. We try to find it for the best deal, and we talk about it. And we just build up our collection. So it's pretty much a catalog of us building up our game rooms for the last 6 or 7 years.
And do you mainly go to like flea markets, or do you go to stores, or is it both, or conventions?
It's a combination of kind of all of that, and then also we started doing a little bit of garage sales. And actually, one episode we just knocked door to door, just knocked on people's door asking for video games. We were mic'd up and stuff, and
you're not.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Were people like, who the hell are you?
Well, I mean, it's Texas. Like, people are a lot more kind of like, hey, what's up? You know, I'm knocking the door as opposed to maybe some other areas of the country. So, but people were for the most part just like, they were like, yeah, man, if I had some, I'd sell you 2 in a heartbeat. I need some money, so yeah.
You would not do that around where I live.
Really? Yeah.
they'd be like, get the hell out.
There are definitely parts of Texas who wouldn't want to do that in either, but we should have picked a decent neighborhood to do it in. And for the most part, people are cool. The main thing is they really thought we were coming up to sell something. They're like, we don't want anything. No, we're trying to actually give you money. Their tone completely changes.
Did you get to any houses where people were like, actually had something?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There was this one person who they were like, yeah, man, we actually have a storage shed about a couple miles of here. And they were like, yeah, you're welcome to come with us and go look through it. And so we went and checked out the storage shed. It didn't really have any games that we were interested in, but some of the people that were with us, they had some Xbox stuff there. But they're buried in the back of the shed, so we got some really cool footage of us going back there.
But that's cool though. Yeah. So they have stuff.
Yeah, and they were happy to get rid of it because it was just collecting dust.
Right.
So I'm waiting for that moment where we come across somebody who has, I got this old Atari and a bunch of like 200 games up in the attic that's literally just been sitting there for like the last 20, 30 years.
They got like rare, like they're like, whoa, I got Red Sea Crossing for Atari 2600, and then you're like, oh, I'll give you $10 for that. You know, you're waiting for that.
Air Raid? Yeah, I'll go $5.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? I'll tell you what, $7. Meanwhile, then you go sell it on eBay for God knows how much money.
Yeah.
If it was me, I'd keep it though.
No, we keep everything. We don't sell anything that we get. We keep it all. You should see my game room. You should see Jay's apartment. It's like episode 4. It's so bad.
I know all about that.
Because we come across stuff like Atari 800 computer stuff, Commodore 64 stuff, and it's like lots of this stuff we find it so cheap. It's like, well, we're not gonna not buy it, so we buy it and just collects.
Do you guys have an Atari XEGS at all?
XG, no.
So the XEGS, there was all that you just meant because you just mentioned the Atari computer, the 800. So they had this like line of computers, and then they had games that only fit the computers. You couldn't put them in the 2600.
Mm-hmm.
But there was an ET on the Atari 800 that's totally different than the 2600 one.
I did not know
and
that.
Everybody knows like the famous one.
Right. Which, by the way, I don't think is the worst game ever made.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But I also don't think it's the greatest game. But it's okay. But anyhow, the Atari XEGS was actually a console where you could play all those games on it. So you don't have to like load up a computer and do all this stuff. So it's actually a really cool system.
That's awesome, actually.
And it's really awesome. I actually got it from Paul, who runs this convention.
That must be rare. I've never even heard of that.
It's not like super rare, but it's a little bit rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it actually is really cool. There's like big buttons on it, and they're like pastel. It's like it's a cool. You should look into that. I feel like it's alright.
XE.
Yeah, but there's one called the XEGS, which is a console.
Really?
I think there's also the XE.
XE, well, that's what I have. It's like an XE console. It's light gray and it's got pastel buttons on it.
Yes.
Yeah. No, yeah. Dude, you threw me off with the extra letters, but yeah.
I think it's called the.
Maybe there's two different.
XEGS.
Maybe there's two different versions. Maybe. Or maybe I've always known it as the XE and then just as a kid because we actually had that as a kid.
XE's easier.
Yeah, we used to play like Flight Simulator 2, which is a really horrible like flight simulating game, and a game called Blue Max, where it's like an asymmetrical shooter. It was pretty cool. Me and my dad would play the hell out of that game.
All right, so let's see what the chat's saying here. Paint some Game Boy backgrounds with the Super Nintendo mouse. It's compatible. Oh yeah, you can do all that kind of stuff. Oh, they're saying, oh, that's the demo playing. Mike hasn't started. No, we haven't started drawing yet. Hey, Epcot Pizza, you should stream that system. Oh, the XE, yeah, we should. Where's Mike? Too many games. Yeah, we're in too many games right now. So we're gonna get Mario Paint started here. And if you guys want to shout out suggestions for what I should draw or something, maybe I'll draw something from the chat. Or do you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see drawn? You want me to draw an XEGS? Get some pastel colors going in here.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe a little bit of I don't know. Maybe ET.
I'll see. I'm gonna do it off of memory.
Okay, that's the hard thing is doing it off memory.
Yeah, so it's gonna be horrible.
I've seen some of your drawings, dude. Your animation, your Turtles animation. I sat there and I watched that when you made that. I was like, you got like monk-like patience to pull something off like that.
So, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not a piece of shit. This is supposed to be E.T.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're going.
But I don't really remember.
I see where you're going.
So you have to cut me. Doesn't he have like a long neck kind of?
Yeah,
it's already looking like
a little bit. Maybe a little bit of darker brown for the shadow underneath. Yeah.
See, well, there's limited options in Mario Paint, so I'll do what I can do here.
Yeah. No, actually, I had this as a kid.
Okay, you're like, oh, I know there's darker brown.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to get this brush right here. Yeah, I remember actually there was one of the. I remember it so vividly because it was one of the presents under the tree that I actually peeked. I started opening it up and I knew what it was. I mean, because the box was. It kind of threw me off because as a kid you'd get Super Nintendo games and Nintendo games. You kind of knew what the box was.
Yeah.
But this was a much bigger box out, so it kind of threw me off. I was like, "What is this?" And I opened it up. I saw Mario Paint. I got Nintendo Power, so as soon as I saw that, I knew what it was.
And you didn't know because it was a bigger box, right?
Yeah, at first.
It has the mouse. It has the mouse pad and all that. And by the way, we are drawing with the original mask. So I'm trying to think of the company. It might have been Hyperkin or something came out with that did the Retron and all that. I think it was that company. Also made, and I've been asking for this forever, for them to make a new mouse because drawing with the Mario Paint mouse, let me tell you, it's not the best.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I also draw with a mouse pad instead of like using the plastic thing. But so they came out with this new mouse, and I was like, oh, it'd be nice if they had one with an actual like laser, like a real mouse.
Right, back in the day, we had to use ones that had little balls on them.
So I was so excited when they announced that, and then it came out, and I bought it, and it was actually, unfortunately, it was after I did the digital animation, but it came out, and I hate to say, but it's not good at all.
Really?
You would think it would be amazing, but it's just not good, and so it's like still to this day, it's like this is the best you can do. And I know people that like mod stuff and all that, and I was like, can you make
I don't. That doesn't make any sense.
Why wouldn't it be good?
Yeah.
You would think it'd be good, but it was really like jittery and like
Really?
it was not good, unfortunately.
You think somebody could just get a mouse now and just mod it to where it could fit into a Super Nintendo?
You would think it would not be hard, right?
Nah.
But it's so.
No, I remember always having to get that, open it up, and then clean the little rollers off where the ball runs up next to it.
Yeah, you
So
could
that would always
definitely
get like lint and stuff wrapped around it.
Yeah, but that Ninja Turtle animation I made.
He looks like he's angrily drunk. He's like,
that took me 6 months to do. I watched the entirety of, and I know you're a Star Trek fan.
Oh yeah.
So I watched the entirety of Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
While I did that.
While
animation.
you doing it? Okay.
And because I didn't listen to, maybe the first day I just listened to the theme song over and over, the Ninja Turtle song, but after that I was like, I can't do that anymore. And I also couldn't listen to the Mario Paint music anymore. So I turned all that off, and I just started, I had a laptop, and I just started watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
I could do about 7 drawings a day, because your hand will start like killing you. And it took me it took me about 5.5 months to do it. And it was, after the first week, I wanted to quit. And,
I can imagine.
And
I can imagine.
The only thing that made me keep going with it was the fact that nobody had ever done something like that before. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to do this. And I'll tell you guys right now. So I made $250 off of that, doing that animation, and it took me almost 6 months to make it.
Yeah.
Imagine if you worked at like McDonald's for 6 months.
Absolutely.
And you made $250.
Absolutely. You wouldn't even be homeless. Is what you'd be.
So that's what happened to me. but guess what? I'm still playing Mario.
Still playing Mario. See, I kind of had a taste of that because we do animations on the Game Chasers channel. We do these Christmas animation things for our characters, kind of like a scripted little cartoon. It took me, the last one we did took me 2 months. But it's not all hand drawn. It's drawn in Photoshop, and then I'll use like After Effects to animate it and do different stuff. But even that, a 20-minute cartoon, it took 2 months with the help. I couldn't imagine sitting there drawing like every frame.
Well, I will say this. So like something like Snow White, that was 24 frames per second. When I did the Ninja, first of all, like most television animation, once Hanna-Barbera came along in the 60s, they went down to 12 frames per second. So I was doing it actually at a little less. I think I was doing it at about 10 frames per second because it's like Mario Paint and it was like not as accurate. But I think Ninja Turtles was also 12 frames per second.
Yeah.
Maybe not the intro, but at least the TV show.
Definitely not as much live action. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I feel your pain on what you made, like, because I actually I don't remember exactly what it was, but I had made under $100 on that 2 months of work. And it equated to me working for like cents on the hour. And ever since then, I'm like, I just can't dedicate that much time to it, to doing something like that. And it's...
And you know what it is? It's a passion project at one point, but at a certain point, even things that you love, like you can't survive.
No, you can't. You can't. And that's what sucks about it, because I would love that. That's a passion, like doing the cartoons and stuff like that. Absolute passion. I loved it. I tried to do it as much as I could. But it's just, that's not how, you can't survive on YouTube doing that. You just can't.
Yeah.
Not putting that much work into it.
That's why just recently we put Angry Video Game Nerd episodes onto Amazon because we're trying to find other avenues, because it can be tough.
No, it is. It is.
So
YouTube is always changing. They're always changing their stuff,
it's always
and that's the issue. It's like you get used to doing things a certain way, and then they'll flip a switch. And unless you adapt quickly, you get screwed over.
I mean, I have to say, like, I love YouTube. I love the fact that we can. I'm gonna upload this video onto YouTube.
Yeah.
I can play video games and upload it to YouTube and forget about like getting paid. Just the fact that people in the chat here, people that leave comments on YouTube, somebody can sit there and watch this conversation that we're having and like maybe get something out of it or enjoy it, or it gives them something to do for an hour or something like that. I'm still at that point where I'm just like, wow, I can play Mario Brothers.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have a couple people watch me. That's amazing. You know?
Yeah, and that's what. See, I was doing TV production and all that kind of stuff before YouTube. I make a hell of a lot less now, but I feel more rewarding because I get to come to events like this, and I have people walk up to the booth and be like, I was going through a hard time, and your videos kind of helped me go through that hard time.
Right.
And it's like you get that interaction of people. Actually, you connect with the people that watch your stuff, as opposed to before where I was making a little bit more, but I was doing stuff like a commercial selling a product. You know, it was just completely different.
It's like for
yeah.
another company,
Right,
where
you
now you can do something your own creativity.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like you might not make as much money, but
it's a trade-off.
It rewards itself because you're happier.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off.
Yeah.
And I would take this over that any day.
I would too. Yeah.
So I know it sounds like YouTubers are always complaining about YouTube, but it's just like we put so much passion into it. You know, it's there's a lot of emotions involved, but ultimately at the end of the day, we love what we do.
So is this like anything like ET or like not really? It's pretty bad.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? There was a porn parody of ET.
Is that what you're saying? This thing sticking up is?
Yeah. It's not horrible.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. No, you can say it's bad. It's pretty bad.
No, it's just you got to look at it in a different light. It's very comical. It's making me laugh, so I like it.
I'm doing. I like if I had a picture from ET, I could make it look really. We should have brought a picture up. So.
Well, we could get some more suggestions.
Yeah, let's get some more suggestions.
All right. So what should he draw next?
Now wait a second. I'm gonna do the best part.
Okay.
Which one do you want me to pick?
Oh, the deleted. How about that one?
This one?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Watch this shit. Oh, yeah.
So, I used to draw dude, I made my own porn as a kid. I did. I'm not ashamed to admit it. But one thing I never did, though, I was never good at the music
with
part.
the animation?
Yeah, with the animation, the 4 frames.
Yeah.
Very limited. Did you ever mess with the music on this?
I did. You know, I'm not a big music guy, but I'm like not talented at music whatsoever. So I screw with it a little bit. But as much time as I put into like drawing and animation and doing this part of it, I've made like one song with it like once, and I kind of did it. I'm just really bad at that.
No, same here. I could do just for some reason music getting the beats right and stuff has never really gelled with me. But I always drew. Like I drew in class, and I always went to the Art Institute in Dallas. And I was going to make a career out of it, and things kind of changed. But that was always my passion. I think that's why my parents actually got me Mario Paint to kind of.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find a suggestions from the chat, and I'm going to have you draw something if that's all right.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we're gonna get
put me on the spot, man.
I'm putting you on the spot. Hey, you just saw the drawing I just did?
Yeah.
I think you'll be okay.
Oh, someone said 3 sexual robots.
So we'll pick out a couple. I'll name a couple things and you can pick one.
Sure.
So we got Waluigi,
okay,
the Ghostbusters logo, Count Duckula, and you got to do this from memory. We're not looking up any pictures.
Okay.
Waluigi in a Batman outfit.
Waluigi in a Batman outfit.
So we got 3 sexual robots. You could draw the box cover of Mario Paint, which that we do have on the screen. You can't do that. That's not allowed.
Oh god, that would be so hard.
Let's get a couple more.
RoboCop, I like that one.
Dracula eating a sandwich. Stay Puft Marshmallow. Mr. Miyagi. Are you a Karate Kid fan?
Oh yeah.
Did you see the new thing at all?
No, I haven't. I got to get YouTube Red.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, Jay actually saw it. He said he loved it.
Yeah. Joe T says draw Mike Matei.
But that's okay. Is that cheating? Because I can see you. I can't do it from memory.
Well, the guy in the chat wants to see it. Let's see what the Cobra Kai logo. Cubby Gummy.
Cubby Gummy.
That's the most. I want you to. You should do Cubby Gummy.
I don't think I could do that.
Okay.
I don't think so. Oh man.
Darth Dreads is making it easy on you. He says Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. That's so like I can't do it. It's got to be something like it's gonna look horrible. I could probably do a decent Christmas tree. Ninja Turtles.
Somebody's saying dudes.
You know what? Yeah, I'll do a Ninja Turtle. Fuck it. We'll compare my Ninja Turtle to your Ninja Turtles.
Okay, you're gonna do Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, I'll do a Ninja Turtle.
How about you do like Krang or something?
Oh yeah, Krang.
Do Krang.
Krang in the metal body.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did you do?
You got all the time you want.
Okay. Do you do a good Krang voice?
Unfortunately, I do not. I do a lot of voices, but I do not do Krang. I can do Pee Wee Herman pretty well.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Everybody's heard that. I can do Bugs Bunny. I do a terrible Sylvester Stallone impression.
God, this is tough with my memory.
Yeah. Well, that's his eye. Oh no, you got the 2 eyes in there.
Yeah.
You got the mouth.
I think he kind of goes like that, and then it's like he's got like metal suspenders.
That looks. like an egg.
I like the music.
I like this because now I get to make fun of your drawing.
I like the music whenever you're fighting him on the arcade game. With he's got all these He's got party legs. Jumping around.
So what's your favorite Ninja Turtle game?
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
That's not a bad choice.
And then after that, I would probably say the arcade game.
The not the.
Both, but I really played the one on the NES.
Okay.
The arcade game on the NES.
Okay.
And I like Turtles 1. I like Turtles 1 a whole bunch. It's a completely different game.
That would be my favorite. I like
Turtles 1?
Yeah, I like that one. I like Turtles 1 because I love like side-scrolling beat-em-ups. Shadows over Mistara, I don't know if you played that. Like the Bucky O'Hare one's really good.
I love Bucky O'Hare.
The Ninja Baseball Batman's a fun one.
Never played that one.
There's a lot, you should. There's a lot of good Capcom one, Final Fight and all this stuff. So, but, The Simpsons. So, there's so many different, side-scrolling beat-em-ups, but I do say, and I love them, but they do get a little monotonous here and there. I think. And is he giving the middle finger?
Yes. He's got shoulder pads on. I forgot.
I do like the NES Ninja Turtle because I feel like it's a little more interesting. I think than where just tapping the button over and over. So.
I loved it. Like I
love Turtles in Time though. I'm not saying it against.
Oh no. I have a lot of nostalgia for the first game because my friends across the street, that was the first Turtles game I ever played outside of going to Chuck E. Cheese and playing the actual arcade.
Yeah.
So it was the first Turtles game I was actually able to play at home. And I just we ended up getting it and it had a lot of nostalgia.
See, don't you hate the
mouse?
mouse?
Yeah, it's not one to go straight on.
Let me ask you a question. Do you want to use that mouse for 6 months straight? Or do you think you'd kill yourself?
Oh, God, yes. God, yes. I'd rather use a touchpad on a laptop.
You're lucky I'm still here. Let's put it that way. Toe Jam and Krang.
So he does kind of look like Toe Jam. Okay, so...
B Sprung says, Billy, we love you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
And Not Frank Castle says, Billy is awesome. The chat is loving you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And Sprung says, Billy, tell Mike to play Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain for PS1.
Play Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain.
It's like Zelda, but with vampires.
Oh, well, that sounds amazing.
It sounds great. Flip Flap wants to know if this is a self-portrait of you.
It is. Hey. About to get to the best part. I gotta...
The mouse.
Maybe I need to clean.
That's why I went to a mouse pad when I was doing the thing. It might need to be cleaned.
Not.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little bit right here. Yeah.
Let me tell you, you're not going to get perfection out of the Mario Paint mouse.
I need something to blame for looking so shitty.
They want us to draw the Golden Girls.
Ooh. You know how impossible that would be?
Well, let's just add a bunch of wrinkles onto an egg-like shape and add some hair on there.
Betty White has never aged, by the way. What's her secret?
I don't know. What do you think her secret? I was trying to think.
She looks the same then as she does
She has
now.
a slot machine now. If you go to the casinos, I went into a casino and there's just like this giant Betty White slot machine. And I was like, wow. And there's a huge image of her.
Yeah.
And it's, like an arcade marquee, they're like glowing from the back. It's like this glowing marquee of Betty White, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And it's just like shining light.
Nice.
Yeah. Not really the greatest thing I've ever seen, but
it's up there.
It's up there.
It's got to be up there.
I can think of a couple of things that are better. Ow! Get the turtles. Who is your friend, and is he the lead singer of Metallica? And what does he do? Who is your friend, and what does he do?
I'm on a stupid show called The Game Chasers, where we used to chase games, but now there are no games to be chased.
Oh, there's the arms.
Yeah.
Your drawing is so much better than mine.
I don't think so.
It's better than mine.
So he's all angry.
It needs a couple of like the ridge. There you go. The ridges on the forehead.
Yeah.
This guy knows what he's doing. Pretty good.
Ow!
Doesn't Krang have like knee?
Yeah, he has knee pads. Yeah,
knee pads.
like knee pads.
Doesn't he have giant nipples?
Does he? I don't remember. Does he? I don't.
I'm making things.
Oh, okay. I think he has like something like lines here or something.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, then like he has an antenna.
Does he?
Does he? Something like
I
that.
think he might actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
But yeah, I guess we're gonna.
You coming in? You want to say hi to the
I'll
chat?
come in. I'll say hi. Oh, Mario Paint.
Yeah.
Mario Paint.
It's awesome.
Room here. Ryan's here, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm gonna.
No, let me scoot over.
Yeah. Let's go over.
So
right here, right there.
So we got Billy.
You in frame?
Sharon. Wait, there's no pink?
I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, lighter pink.
Yeah.
I made it.
So let me ask, can you tell who this is?
It's Krang.
Very
Come on.
good.
That'd be awesome if there was a random
You
crank
would not
sound.
have guessed what mine was before this. I did the worst drawing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was
Nah,
still
yeah,
ET.
it was the
still
worst
ET.
drawing ever.
It was ET though.
People don't realize some of the best Game Chaser episodes are the animated ones.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Like,
Too bad they take so long.
Now he's got a big head. Oh, I see why you did that now, because he's got to be more.
is that the
Yeah.
dick? Is that what that is?
Yeah, well,
You didn't see that one on the show.
He's got penis armor or something, like, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You would think he would be smart to anyway.
I like that it's not like body armor or crotch armor. It's specifically penis armor.
There we go.
You could have put the nose on
Oh
him.
yeah. How do you go back?
You have to scroll through all
Okay.
of them, yeah.
Well, this is gray right here.
Yeah. That's all red.
Like right here. Yeah. Well, isn't that gold? Gold
There's
and then,
definitely like
red?
a yellow.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, aren't those things like purple? Or maybe they're yellow.
This is what happens when you don't photo ref.
No, well, that was the whole idea from the beginning. We're like, let's do it all from memory.
I think like the thing that Crane resides in, I think is yellow. Maybe I could be wrong.
I thought it was
though.
red. Maybe it's yellow.
I think there's definitely red in there. I just don't remember what it's from. And then there's no pink. I can't do.
It's,
got,
the,
like, the-
it's the blood
you
coming
got
out
the
of Crank's
fuchsia.
mouth when Raphael stabs him. Did you ever see the Ninja Turtle animation on YouTube? Somebody did a parody. Ninja Turtles use their weapons. Because it's like, why don't the Ninja Turtles ever like take their sword? Why doesn't
Leonardo stab somebody?
stab somebody? But in the animation he does, and then they end up killing a bunch of people, and they're like, oh, this is great, this is so much fun. They just start killing people, and then they end up going to court over it, and then they just like end up in jail. It's really funny.
One thing that really pissed me off as a kid was that Michelangelo stopped using his nunchucks and started using like the grappling hook or something.
That was because of the UK, right?
That's so
In the
stupid.
UK,
How was a nunchuck any more violent than like a sword?
Dude, back in the 90s, nunchucks were the devil. Like, they were like trying to pray the nunchucks away. It was the
it was
worst.
so dumb.
Like, they hated it.
So that's the best Crane you're going to get.
I think that's pretty good. Now we're gonna put Ryan on the spot.
Oh, no, you're...
Yeah, no,
Come on,
you gotta
come
draw
on.
something. All right, chat. What do you want Ryan to draw?
Oh, my God.
Everybody, if you come in here, you have to draw
That's
something.
what happens.
Oh, but first you get to erase,
I
which
get
is
to
the best
erase.
part of the whole
This
thing.
part. Here we go.
Yeah, so you get to pick one of those at the top.
Oh, we gotta do the sweep.
Can I give Ryan something to draw?
Go for it.
So there's an original character that Ryan came up with called the geometric dog.
The geometric dog.
I would like to see, this is a personal, I know the chat wants to do things, but maybe you can do something from the chat on the side or something, but I'd like to see the geometric dog.
All right, here we go. But first, we're gonna blast off to adventure.
Oh, okay. He's going to Dimension X.
Yeah, he's out. So,
Well, that's funny because wasn't there an episode where the Technodrome, they shot a rocket underneath it and the Technodrome went
Yes.
like blasting up?
Yes.
Yeah.
so me and Mike, man, you're making me draw something. So me and Mike were talking about shit pickle, which we don't often do.
Shit, pickle.
And I was like, who could shit pickle's companion be? And I'm like, what about the geometric dog? So he has a hexagonal nose,
Okay.
and you gotta like.
Well, first of all, Shit Pickle did have companions. We had done some animations in the past, but we wanted a new, crazier
A new crazier.
sidekick.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about. He only does one thing.
Oh, look at him going pixel by pixel.
Yeah, no, but I'm rushing.
Very
that.
meticulous.
This is speed painting with Ryan, right? I'm here with two like actual artistic people. You get put on the spot.
I don't even know what that is.
Maybe tomorrow, Men Sherbert.
All right, so that's the nose, and then from here He's got these fucked up eyes like this.
We got somebody now wants us to draw dino saucers, and what was the other one earlier? It was Cubby Gummy.
Cubby Gummy. Dino saucers. I haven't thought about those in a long time.
It looks like a dick.
Dick and ball. I asked you to draw a
Upside
geometric
down, yeah.
dog.
Wait, hold on, we're not done yet.
Everybody turn your phone upside down.
This is where we're getting it back. We're getting it back. All right, so he's got the mouth like that, and then he's got the tongue. You gotta go for that. What are you doing to me, Mike? What are you doing? I thought we were gonna be like playing Contra.
You know what? I want to show you what else I brought.
Okay, hold on. There's the mouth. You gotta get the tongue.
So we either could have been doing this right now with you drawing this, or we could have been playing this.
Oh, Mega Man X2.
Yeah, we got X3. We got Mega Man X3.
Oh, it's X3.
So instead of playing like the amazing Mega Man X3, I got you doing this.
You got me drawing this.
It looks like Big Bird now.
Honestly, I think this is more entertaining. I'm just gonna go out and say it.
And then we got the legs. Here's the leg.
What in the fuck?
Here's the other leg.
Is this the what it officially looks like, or is this like your?
This is pretty
current
close.
version?
He does it better on the board.
On a whiteboard.
On the
Okay.
whiteboard.
Yeah. Here you go.
You said he only does one thing. What is that one thing, by the way?
All right, you ready?
Okay.
So see the mouth? He goes.
It's a good thing we're in a soundproof booth.
Let's get that again.
Yeah.
Is this in meme form? Is like a kind of like a nene cat or whatever?
He sucks.
This is a Ryan and I board
At like 3 a.m.
at 3 a.m. That's what this is.
Maybe it's out there in the world.
Yeah.
No. Some of the best ideas are
Oh
at 3
wait,
a.m.
the chat said Ryan is on spot.
Oh,
They're like that is perfect.
Chat says draw a depressed Chris O'Donnell.
Oh my God. I have a person that subs to me in my chat, and their name is Chris O'Donnell's Career.
That's awesome.
Like what the hell did he ever do after Sliders?
He's actually on a TV
He's
show.
on
now.
NCIS. He's like a main character on the NCIS.
We joked around in one of the Let's Plays that we did, and we were like joking about his career because we were like, oh, he hasn't done anything since Batman or whatever.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's done like
1,000 things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about somebody else. Jerry O'Connell. I think is like who I'm thinking of.
He's Robin. And,
Robin and Batman. Yeah.
Oh no, he's here. He's
there.
Here.
He is.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man?
Got Jerry O'Connell and Chris O'Donnell mixed up.
I did. Yeah, I did.
All right, so we'll take another suggestion. So I'm going to be doing this for a little while longer. So Mario Paint creepypasta. A lot of people just like everybody wants Waluigi. I'll draw a quick Waluigi. Why not?
Didn't they say like Waluigi eating a sandwich or something like that?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. Because I really want to see this sandwich.
Which one do we? I'm going to do this electric one.
This game is so good.
It's so good.
It's the
Are you
best.
any good at the music part? Because I can't do it. No.
I've seen so many
Put me on the
awesome
spot.
songs done on YouTube with the music part, and I made some of the shittiest things you could ever imagine as a kid, like trying to do that music. I just never could.
I remember Ryan and I saw Waluigi when we were in Texas. but we won't talk about that.
Retropalooza.
Yeah.
What was he doing?
No, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Here we go. The Frosty the Snowman.
By the way, just so you guys know, this is the Waluigi that Ryan and I saw in Texas.
Oh, is that what you're gonna draw?
Okay, I gotta hear this after the stream.
After the
Okay.
we can. Oh my God. So I was doing an episode with James of James and Mike Monday at one point, and we were talking about like Waluigi or something, and I was like, you ever hear that one character like Sylvester Shylock? And I kept talking about like over and over, Sylvester Shylock, and James like, or I remember it might have been a video with you, I forget. But I keep talking about it over and over, and James is like what the fuck are you talking about? And I realized like afterwards, I just like made that name up like out of nowhere. It was actually what I was thinking of is the bad guy on Dudley Do-Right who has like a different name, and the whole time I'm like Sylvester Shylock. And then James is like, what is wrong with you?
There's too many things to
The
remember.
money
man.
laundering cat. I don't.
There's too many things to remember. There is too many things to remember.
Oh, here's a potato.
And you know what else? There's too many games.
There are way too many.
Way too many.
But I have been coming to. So,
He's been eating too many sandwiches, by the way.
oh, I forgot about the sandwich. Can you tell me? So, was this convention? It was called something else before, right?
It's called East Coast Gaming Expo. Too Many Games has been around for 14 years. I got involved with it 4 years ago. And yeah, it's called Too Many Games.
And right outside the booth here, because you guys can't see the other side of the booth, we have Eagle Island, we have Mean Machine, and you and I played Eagle Island in a video once.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So I liked that when we played it, but then you got involved in the game.
Yeah, so after we played it, we started talking to the developers, and my company is going to be publishing it now in November.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean,
Because so Ryan and I go on to what we would do is we go onto Steam or like, what do you want to play today? And we're going through games and we're like, oh, this one looks cool. So we just like play it, and then afterwards, you were talking on Twitter. You messaged them on Twitter. You're like, your game's really cool or something. Yeah. Now it's right out here at the Screenwave booth, so it's pretty cool.
what is Waluigi serving?
It's gonna be what was I supposed to draw?
A sandwich.
Yes.
That looks like something else, though.
That looks like a shit sandwich.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say it, but I think you're on the right track.
Yes. Oh no,
Okay.
he's gonna save it. He's gonna save it.
Yeah. See, that's the bottom part. That's the bread. Oh,
Oh,
mustard or cheese?
Do you guys know what this is right here? Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you how stupid I am. So I went. Speaking of sandwiches, I'll make this quick. There was a deli down the house from me, down the street from me, and it's a really good deli. I go in there, love this deli, and I was like, I go up to the guy at the counter, the butcher behind the thing, and I'm like, I'd like to get a turkey and cheese with lettuce, tomato, and ketchup. And the guy goes, oh, you mean mustard? And I'm like, no, ketchup on it. And the guy's like, you mean mustard? I'm like, no, it's just ketchup on it, lettuce, tomato, like salt, vinegar, all that. So he's like, the guy goes, and I'm like, and I look at him and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong? Like, what's wrong with this guy? He's like giving me a hard time about what I ordered. So anyway, he wraps it up, he gives it to me, I pay, I get in my car, I drive home, I open up the wrapping, and I look down, and there's all this red stuff all over it, and I go, oh, ketchup. My brain was registering ketchup as mustard.
Oh wow.
Because I'm senile.
Wow.
Yeah. By the way, this was about 15 years ago.
yeah. So imagine how bad he is now.
Yeah. So if you want to know why my ET looked like a burning tire, now you know.
Can you imagine that guy still to this day remembers you? He's like,
Yeah.
you remember that guy who ordered ketchup on his sandwich?
Yeah, exactly. If he was like this dude from like Greece or something.
That's how I pictured it though.
Whatever that.
He's like, he gets really offended if you try to order it a different way.
Yeah.
Look at how fast Mike is at Mario Paint. That's because he's drawing about 1 million frames of art.
We were talking about that earlier. I just told the story, but I might have told you before. So over the course of the 6 months that I was watching DS9 and doing that, I made $250 or maybe $300. If you worked at McDonald's for 6 months, how much money would you make? Can you do the math real
For
quick?
6 months? Okay. So are you full time?
I did about 7 drawings a day. I couldn't do it that long. I did
Okay.
probably 2 or 3, probably like 3 hours a day.
So how long?
About 3 hours a day I could do it for.
Okay, so let's say you make $8 an hour. So you're making $24 a day, right? 30 days, 36, 72, $720 a month you're making. Doing it your way.
And then multiply that by 6.
Yeah. So good, almost, almost $5 grand.
So would you say it was a waste of my time?
Yeah, you
should have went
you
to
fucked
Cowork.
up. No, but see, it's about the art.
See, he
the
gets
art.
it. He gets
It's
it.
about the art.
Because I know that's what you believe.
It's about passion and love.
Yeah.
Too bad passion and love doesn't pay the bills.
Pay the
though.
bills.
Exactly. What do you, chat, what do you guys want in Waluigi's other hand?
Oh,
By the way, my chat's fantastic.
Oh
so,
man.
What do they got?
Oh,
Can
yeah.
open worms everywhere.
Yes, I did it.
Oh, one of them's got to be green. It's got to be lettuce.
Man, another critic.
Oh man.
So many critics.
He's Supposed to get hepatitis.
While we're waiting for that, he's also got to be purple because it's Waluigi.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog goes back. The dog goes. Woof.
All
right, what do they want in his other hand?
We got a soda. We got a pickle.
I am surprised that nobody has said really anything bad.
Yeah.
A soda. This is really a soda, guy.
A bottle of ketchup.
Come on.
Wow, the creativity is flowing.
Balls, maybe.
I thought you were making it up. Somebody really said bottle of ketchup.
Yeah.
They're like a fork.
Mike, I just want to let you know
Yeah.
that his pants are black. Mike.
All right.
No, that's from the chat.
Okay.
Derpy 37.
He looks like he's got one of those like jazzercising like women's like.
So Derpy 37 is clocked in and he says a dick-shaped bong. Thank you. That's what we're.
I thought it'd be great for like a removed ball sack, just like the ball sack.
Somebody said his finger up Wario's hairy ass. Can we do that?
By the way, you gotta make the nips yellow.
That's about what I can get away with.
Yeah. This is.
Yeah.
Are we doing a PG stream?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, something like that.
Other than everything that we talked about so far today.
Yeah.
we got certain limits.
Well, that's so weird. The white is actually different from the base canvas color. Look at that.
Yeah. The base is a little off blue.
It's a little off blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had so much trouble with that when I was animating. If I had to, oh my, because I had to redraw every background every time too. It's not like when you're.
Yeah.
You do the cell. And the part in the animation when Michelangelo is doing the nunchucks, do you remember that part? The camera also zooms in.
Oh my god.
It was like that was probably the hardest part of the whole thing to
See, I think that would be the most tedious thing, having to draw the same thing over and over and over again when it's like you said, the background over the course of like maybe a second or two.
Well, one thing that I could do though, if the background was stationary, what I would do, I'll show you right now. Here's what I'm gonna do. And by the way, here the chat's happy. Here's a fucking bottle of ketchup. So what I would do, let's say there's like a background. Let's say there's a building back here, like that. Whatever. There's some buildings. Let's just pretend that this is.
By the way, it looks like he just stole a burger and a soda and he's running away.
So let's just say that that's a cityscape. Obviously, I'd spend more time on it. But what I would do if I had to animate, let's say I had to make Leonardo's hand go. For the thing, what do I just do? I would just erase that part of it, and then I would redraw that arm again, and just that part of it. I wasn't that still stays the same.
Right.
So a lot of that saved me a lot of time. But there were times like I said on the zooming in part, I had to redraw the entire background every time. It was it was a nightmare.
But see, right here on the bottom of the arm, that part right there, he didn't erase. So it has the little gray parts. The stream is saying they can't see.
Yeah, you can't tell. It's a very subtle difference.
It's a very subtle difference.
Oh yeah, you can't tell that. I bet you if I was doing it on my RGB at SNES, you might be able to tell.
So Mike, all that time that you were worried about all this shit, when it got compressed for YouTube, didn't matter.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, but now you have the awesome masters if you ever want to release it on Blu-ray though.
Yeah, we're gonna release it in 4K.
By the way, I got a question. Did that thing ever go viral or anything? Did any websites like Kotaku or something pick it up?
It was shared out.
It was shared on a few things, and it was the day it came out or the day after. It was on a pretty big thing on Snapchat.
Okay.
Which I don't know anything about, but somebody told me that. So a couple things.
That would have been awful because you see the stuff that's shared all through the internet. It would be nice to see something.
We were talking about YouTube earlier. What's really awful is all these creators who spend like something where you spend 6 months on something, but all these animators that that are up and coming, especially, will spend months and months and months drawing something where somebody might make something very quickly and it could get millions and millions of views, or somebody uploads a video of their cat puking or something and it's like a billion views, and then it's that kind of thing.
Well, wasn't there? I mean, you could speak better about this than I could, but wasn't there a point where there were animation was really big on YouTube, and then all of a sudden they flipped a switch or something, and then it's kind of screwed over all the animators or something like that?
I think that the biggest problem for animators on YouTube is that past performance is so much more of a factor
Uh-huh.
in where your video gets placed and served. Before, if something was getting views, it would, you know, it would be featured.
Right.
Now there's just so many other factors.
Right.
Yeah. That's a square.
Yeah. Because I know at one point there was a lot more animators, and they stopped doing it to do easier videos because you just couldn't survive as an animator. So
Is that the Kool-Aid Man? Oh yeah.
But he's like really close to us.
Yeah, it's like a zoomed in.
It's when he comes through the wall,
Yeah.
and he's like in your face.
And you're right next to the wall when he's coming through. Yeah.
Because, yes, you're sitting in your chair, you're just like in your house, and this motherfucker
like
bounces
literally
through the
like
wall.
right here, we're
Yeah.
playing Mario Paint, he busts through right here. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like the most terrifying thing in the world?
Dude, that needs to be like a horror movie.
That's what I'm painting right here is a horror movie, basically.
They make some of the worst horror movies about like shit like killer condoms and stuff like that.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, you missed a spot.
I know. But here's the one other thing I'm gonna do with this. This is my only other detail. Because he's glass.
Oh,
Now it's perfect.
done.
All right. Yeah. If you guys in the chat got any other, was Jay gonna come over?
We
You don't
definitely
know?
go get him. Yeah.
Yeah. You wanna swap off?
Let me
Because I only have so much time left.
Yeah.
So,
By the way, I'll tweet that out.
oh, okay. Thank you.
We'll let everyone know that he's on it, so we smart.
Okay, thanks. All right, Ryan. I'm gonna have you do one more, and then Jay's coming over. So I'm gonna
right.
put you on the spot one more time.
All right, one more time. Let's do it.
All right. So here, why don't you erase, and I'm gonna get one from the chat.
All right.
We might make you draw a bottle of ketchup, just so you know.
It's like I didn't know what I was getting into.
He's like, if I have to draw a bottle of ketchup,
I will fucking kill you.
He's gonna go through the glass.
I'm going that way. That's how I'm leaving. So we're gonna go left and right, like two ships passing in the night.
That's cool.
Bye. All right. Can't we just play the fly game? Why do we?
Yeah, we can do that. Why
No,
don't
it's fine. I'll draw something.
They're asking, can you do King Hippo,
King Hippo.
Beavis and Butthead, bottle of mayonnaise? What is with my chat today? Ketchup, mustard,
Everybody's hungry.
vinegar.
Must be lunchtime.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide. Is this
The crown.
the crown of?
So like, what are
Zeus?
his eyes like?
Well, I'm sorry. What are you trying?
King Hippo.
Oh, King Hippo.
So the defining characteristics of King Hippo,
he's fat.
or he's fat, but
Don't
what,
his eyes X out or something?
no, but the big thing is he's got this like
Oh, the big mouth.
the big mouth, like I'm gonna give him like this big jaw here, like this. This is not gonna be good, just so you know.
I think it's actually good so far. We'll see how. We'll see how it goes.
So I think he's like a troll. Like he has like these like teeth like this.
All right, it's getting worse. Now it's looking like a pig. I think this looks more like Ganon right now to me, but we'll see.
See, like the thing
Because
that-
those look like pig snout.
Oh, you know what? He may just open his mouth and have nothing.
I think it's nothing.
It may
I
just
think
be
it's nothing.
black. Yeah. You know
Or
what?
maybe he has teeth.
In this he has teeth.
Why don't you draw Von Kaiser instead? That'd probably be a lot harder, actually.
Oh my god.
Actually, it's probably the hardest one.
Yeah. They're like,
Because he's kind of generic.
they're like, why don't you draw Little Mac and then we can draw the whole.
Why don't you draw the scene where the New York City
running
scan with
scene?
the running
Draw it
and the
pixel
password
perfect.
and remember what the actual
The
password,
password
is?
was, yeah.
Yeah.
So like the thing I'm afraid of with him is what do his eyes look like?
Tingle and Jar Jar Binks holding hands. A bottle of balsamic vinegar.
Great guys.
Grey Poupon.
But that's what they're gonna be like lines like that. So hold on.
I'm trying to decide what the mouth is. This the mouth?
Yeah,
Are you gonna fill that in with black?
maybe.
I'm not criticizing.
I'm really not thinking this out really well. I mean, like, look, like, how many people are on this? What am I doing?
I don't know.
I think I got somewhere to be for the con.
Come on, eat the face.
Here's the ears, and here's the other ear. Right?
This is really Brian just testing out what the booth sounds like
With the ears
for the
you
future.
get the ears like this.
Yeah.
You got some fucking ears, and then it's just like this. It's like a circle, and that's his face. And this is what happens when you know, this guy's drawn hundreds of title cards. Like, and look, when you
Hey, we want to talk about the title cards. So Brian and I, back in 2008, I think, went out to Digital Press, and you should have seen this guy selling my title cards that we used to sell back then. And he was out there. He was on the. We had like 600 people or something, like out on the streets, and they're waiting to see, James or whatever. And Ryan's out on the streets. He's like, title cards, get your title cards.
yeah, it was like I was selling like peanuts in Fenway Park.
It was
like,
amazing. You sold more title cards than anybody ever sold. It was amazing.
And that was when like Square was new.
And you know what's crazy to think? That was a decade ago.
Oh my
That was a
god.
decade ago.
Wow.
Which
So-
is kind of sad to think about.
It's sad to think about. Look, man. I
think it's Popeye.
Oh wait, I got one more thing to do because he's got
The trunks.
the trunks are. So is this the fill? Where's the fill?
The
This?
bucket, that's the,
That's
yeah.
the fill.
Paint him in.
Yeah. Is there anybody left watching? You're like,
I
no.
can see.
all
Let's see how
gone.
many people are watching. About 180.
Okay.
180 people are watching you draw this right
Thanks.
now.
That's great.
Yeah. I read the number wrong. 1,080 people are watching.
Ladies.
I'm sorry, 10,000.
I'm sorry, 100,000.
Ninja did the.
Ninja.
He's hosted-
Kanye's on next, so.
Ninja's hosting me.
Yeah. Sure. All right. King Hippo.
No nose.
Oh, I don't think he has a nose.
Oh, does he not? Chat, does King Hippo have a nose? Can he let us know?
King Hippo.
I was just about to say I should take a picture of this with my phone, but then I realized it's on a stream.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you can get it anytime.
This is what happens when you can't remember what condiment to put on your sandwich.
I like the chat's like, King Hippo fell into hard times after his crushing defeat against Little Mac. I love that this is what's happening on this like Twitch partnered endorsed channel.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
I don't know, $10,000 booth, like Twitch partnership, all this equipment. Like I'm saying with the computers and everything.
Yeah.
All this shit, a camera.
Yeah. It's like
all my equipment I bring. Yeah, we do all this. And you know what it reminds me of? It's like at home, all the equipment I have at home.
Yeah.
And then, and then I'm like, all right, guys, I got all this equipment. Time to play Asteroids for Atari, for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everybody else is playing Fortnite.
I'd rather draw King Hippo than play Fortnite. I don't have a problem with Fortnite.
So you played Fortnite. What do you think of it?
I like PUBG better.
Well, I know that, but let's forget about comparing it to other games. Just Fortnite.
So what do I think of Fortnite?
Yeah.
I think that Fortnite became popular because it was the game of the moment. And the next one, like Rom Royale is gonna be the next game.
Oh really?
And then there's gonna be another game after that, and it's just
Are they all
they're all like a
shooters?
shooter type game, and it's like
Did PUBG take over
like
Overwatch?
DayZ. No, Overwatch is still around.
No, I know, but PUBG's
Yeah.
more popular now, right? Or not really?
I think more. I bet you more actual humans play Overwatch.
Okay.
But I think that stream culture has made it so that there's always needs to be the next streamer game.
Right.
It was like,
Because it can't be the same thing forever.
yeah, and actually, you know, I think that you could trace that back to like WoW, like World of Warcraft, first streamer game. Then there was like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Then it went into, you know, eventually it ended up going like DayZ, PUBG, Fortnite, and then it's like what goes next, right?
What was it, a game you mentioned?
I think it's going to be Rom Royale. It's going to be the next game.
Thanks, Professor Giggle, for subbing.
Yeah, it's interesting. Jake Sparrow 89 says Fortnite seems like a fad, and it is. And I think we're going to have, as long as streamers are driving what people play, there's going to be fad games.
But I don't know much about PUBG, but I was looking up stuff for some reviews I'm doing, and I had done a Mario Kart one, and I was looking up like what are the most sold games. First of all, do you know what the most sold game ever is?
Minecraft.
I think that's number 2 or 3, actually.
Okay, what is it?
You will be very surprised what number 1 is.
Go for it.
Tetris.
Yeah, because every Game Boy, and Game Boy is like one of the most sold consoles.
Yeah.
So
Tetris is still number 1, but Super Mario Brothers is like 5.
Right.
Right under Super Mario Brothers is now PUBG.
Wow.
So in fact, it's probably going to overtake it.
And the thing is, the only reason that Fortnite isn't on that scale is because it's free. Like nobody ever bought Fortnite.
Right.
It's free. I think it's interesting.
But don't you have to get the service though to do it? Like you have to have.
No, it's free.
No, it's just
It's free. I mean, you could buy bullshit. That's how they make their money. Because you buy stuff.
Like a pumpkin
right?
outfit.
Yeah, but the thing, you know, so somebody in the chat, man, I hate that color, the green. That's rough.
I know. And then the other thing is,
Yeah.
if I switch it to dark mode, if people do dark blue, then I can't read that either. So you can't win either way. So I'm constantly telling my chat, like, change your colors.
Yeah.
You know?
So I can tell what that is. It's Chris O'Donnell's career. He said the best one is Tabs, totally accurate battle simulator. That's like this like parallel track. Like the main track right now, people are playing Fortnite, they're playing whatever. That's like most streamers.
Okay.
But then there's this other group where they're playing Hello Neighbor, they're playing Tabs, they're playing
I don't know,
Slime
what are those-
Rancher.
what
They're
are
playing
those
games like that, like games that like Blitz plays.
Oh, those kind. Okay.
Yeah, you know. So I think that now there's that like stuff that Tiny Build puts out. Tiny like Cluster Truck.
You know what I found?
Yeah.
There's also people who do unique streams on Twitch, such as like a person who would do like a 3-hour live stream of the LJN video art,
Yeah.
which I did the other day. So
No,
I don't
that's
see like I see when I like log into Twitch, there's like 20, 30,000, 40,000 people playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
There was one person playing the LJN video art. Let me tell you, and there's probably one person playing Mario Paint.
Yeah,
right now.
and I always picture like if I'm picturing Mike, I'm like he's sitting in his house playing Kaboom.
I was the other day.
Like, see,
Yeah.
see, that's
I did it
what-
like 2 days ago. I did like a 2-hour live stream of Kaboom. I'm not even. Are you joking right now? Because,
No, I'm not like dead serious. Like,
let me
like,
show you
that's
something.
what I see.
Let me see if I can. Look at this. Wait.
there it is.
I literally did.
That's awesome.
And I know you were like looking. So
No,
it's like funny. Oh my god.
Oh, you were playing Parodius? Did you beat it?
I played the Famicom Parodius, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
But the
Did you beat it?
No,
It's very hard.
It's super hard.
Yeah.
But I want to play the other Parodius games because I heard
Sexy Parodius?
I heard that one's really good.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
So you played those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Parodius is great, but it ain't no Twin B
Or Stinger.
or Stinger.
Yeah. Well, Twin B, Parodius has like the octopus dude
Yeah.
from Twin B, you know, and all that.
If I'm talking about regrets that I have, James and Mike Monday regrets, it's that we never beat Stinger.
That wasn't James and Mike.
Oh,
Monday.
sorry,
It was
Mike and
our-
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never beat Stinger. We got to the last level.
Well, you come over, we'll do
We
it on the
never
street.
did it. Yeah. I just want to say that I do want to make more Mike and Ryan's and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I did too.
Yeah, it's just we've been doing the convention and
Yeah.
planning it and all.
And you've been running a company, and you've been
Publishing games.
like Eagle Island, and so how's this? You got Meme Machine. How's that doing? I don't know anything about memes, so can you tell us about like
Meme
what
Machine
is that?
came out. Meme Machine came out yesterday. It's a puzzle game.
Okay.
where 10 memes fight each other. What's cool about it from other puzzle games is they all have different AI. So
Okay.
like Doge has different AI than Rage Guy.
Well,
or
I saw
whatever.
because I really don't know, but I saw like on the sides there's characters. So I used to play like Bust a Move, and some of them had like characters on the side. Is it kind of like that? Or?
Well, yeah. I mean, the characters are really important, but what I like about it is we built different AIs for each character based on their personalities, and then we gave them different abilities. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Like Doge, when he matches his special attack pieces,
Okay.
he makes it grayscale because dogs are colorblind.
Okay.
Right? So all the abilities relate back to the characters.
That's cool. What's another one?
Like for instance, elongated muskrat, who's like a muskrat with Elon Musk's flamethrower. His ability, because he's in the science stuff, is magnet. So he sucks all the pieces to the left.
Yeah. And speaking of science, one other thing is that the other day Ryan was telling me about the constellations and stars, and I actually for the first time saw Mars. And this is completely different than I know freaking Mario Paint right now, but I just want to say it's pretty amazing that was it last week that they essentially found like shit
On Mars. Yeah.
but shit comes from somewhere.
Right.
So something left that shit at
Yeah.
one point, so that basically means
Yeah.
there's aliens.
There's aliens, Mike! There's aliens! They're out there! They're gonna find us in too many games!
There are aliens at too many games.
Have you looked up?
And speaking of Star Trek, what do you think of Captain Picard coming back?
I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it.
What would you like to see?
I would like to see them not shit all over my childhood and like what's he's gonna come back and is he gonna be like the captain? Is he gonna be like the Patrick Stewart we have now, where he's like, oh, look at me, I have a milk mustache, I'm Captain Picard.
And he's like jumping into like a ball pit with like Ian McKellen.
Yeah, like,
Or can he be like, we must engage the Borg.
there's. But see, that's the problem, right? Because movie Picard is okay.
What do you think about that Dune buggy scene?
It's like, fuck that. Like, no, but like movie Picard is not show Picard. They're two different characters, two different writer, all that. But like now we're gonna have this third Picard that it's like.
I have to say, it's just my opinion. I like the next gen movies. I like Deep Space Nine. I like Voyager. I kind of like Enterprise. But to me, like real Star Trek ended with
all good things.
All good things.
Yeah.
They're legit, like real Star Trek. Yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah. Somebody from chat says Patrick Stewart is a humongous Beavis and Butthead fan. I don't know about that. So,
I like your response. You're like, I don't think so.
I don't think so, man. Check your facts.
Yeah, I think he likes this other thing called Shakespeare. Actually,
Yeah.
you want to see something really interesting? I'll send you a link like later.
Dude, that is the worst fucking Enterprise I've ever
It's
seen.
Mario Paint. What do you want me
What
to
are
do?
you doing? That's not. If you consult the technical manual, you would know that
I had the blueprints.
Dude, I did too.
Do you still have the blueprints?
Yeah,
Probably.
I have to like dig through like.
Here you go. You're gonna get to draw one more thing. You're gonna criticize my Enterprise. Let's see your Enterprise. By the way, though, I was drawing the original series Enterprise, not the.
Okay.
No,
I'm not drawing shit. It's your turn. I drew the last thing. I drew freaking King Hippo.
Do you want?
I don't care. I was just busting your balls.
The Enterprise D.
Yes.
Or do you want another ship?
Can I have the Miranda class, please?
Oh my God!
I
have to bring a picture of.
I don't care.
How about the Enterprise?
No, the Miranda class
with the 3 nacelles. Do you like that?
Oh, yeah, like the Enterprise from All Good Things
Yeah.
with like the.
What about Beverly's ship?
Oh, the Oberth class.
The fucking O.
Yeah, with the thing on the bottom.
Is that why it's called Oberth? Because it's an O?
No, Oberth. He was a scientist, like in our
yeah.
time, like a real person. Yeah. So this is like a top view.
No, this is Beverly's ship.
Oh.
Do you remember that? It was like the fucking O.
Yeah.
It was awful, basically. Because Beverly Crusher in the future apparently gets
Captain Beverly Crusher.
Captain Beverly Crusher.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised we don't have any Beverly Crushers in the chat right now.
You know what I'm totally surprised at?
That I can't draw this?
That Will Wheaton has not weaseled his way into some new Star Trek situation yet.
This is starting to look more like the Epcot Center.
Yo, let's go to Spaceship Earth, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you have Beverly stream icons?
Yeah. Dude, look who else.
Wow.
Hey, guys, put all the emotes into the chat so he can see them all. He hasn't even seen them.
All right. You got Beverly.
Yeah.
What's the red one? Is that a global?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
That's April O'Neil.
Oh.
Yeah. If you do the thing, you can see it bigger. If you make it.
No, that's fine.
Is
All right.
it Control Plus.
Is that? Wait. So we got.
There
Is
you
that
go.
Data?
Yes.
So Data.
Data laughing.
You got the Shut Up Wesley Picard.
Yeah.
You got. Who's the? Oh, is that Kirk?
That's Kirk.
Is this like Martok or is it just a Klingon?
Guess Gowron.
Oh, Gowron.
Because I always do like I am not a merry man, and then
Yeah.
he's like, Mr. Worf, you are not a merry man because you are not Klingon. You are filthy human.
That's awesome.
Then we got Sylvester Stallone, like from like Judge Dredd.
Bugs Bunny.
I have the best emotes. I don't care what anybody
I like
says.
the emotes. It's good. So is that Donald?
Donald Duck.
Yeah. Man, who does your emotes? They're pretty good.
Yeah. This is Schmeagol, Gollum.
Schmeagol.
Do you know who that is?
I don't.
That's me.
Really?
That's one of me.
Yeah.
It's my chat. I should have
It's
one of
good.
me. If you had a chat, you'd have one of you, wouldn't you?
I guess. I don't know.
What would you have? What kind of emotes would you have?
Probably the same.
Same exact factors. You're like Picard, Data. Oh wait, that's what you have. Oh my
awesome.
god! All right.
Dude, I gotta say, you got some nice nacelles.
Aren't they nice?
Do people tell you that?
Aren't they nice and long?
I like them. Can you make the nacelles longer, please?
Can we have them nice
Yeah,
and
there you
long?
go.
With red tips.
Red tips. It's like a dog penis.
It's like a geometric dog penis.
It's a callback that doesn't need to happen.
So welcome to Mike Matei Live at Too Many Games, where we talk about dog penises in a Pope-mobile, essentially.
That's what people were saying.
Yeah.
When we were
Mike's
having
in the
this,
Pope-mobile.
when we were having this setup, they're like, "Oh, is that Mike's Pope-mobile?"
Yeah, that's funny. Well, there's been other streamers in here though. This is
Some Call Me Johnny.
Some Call Me Johnny, and Brandon was telling
DA
me
Games.
DA Games. I
Yeah.
think somebody's coming in here tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. By the way, the shirt that I'm wearing is available, but only at the convention. It may be online someday soon, but this is available at Too Many Games right now. Yeah.
So, I have to say, so I've been going to this con for like over 10 years or something. I feel like it used to be like over 10 years ago. It used to be like in a barn. No, it really did. But this convention has turned into. It's like I saw those trucks going around. The last time I saw those trucks, that was at PAX.
Yeah.
The ones that lift like, like what are these like these? What's the word for it?
So last year when I got involved with the convention, we had about 4,000 people.
Okay.
Last year we had 12,000.
Okay.
We hit 12,000 people
Yeah.
at 1 o'clock on Friday.
Okay.
This time.
So you don't know how many people over the whole thing because it's
but,
not done yet.
You know, we were estimating at least 15,000.
It seems like it. So the room out front has
Yeah.
like who's like up there now, or who was up there earlier?
Mac Lethal is in panel 1 right now. The musician, the rapper,
Yeah.
million sub YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And right now, Justin and Tony are in panel 2.
The best panel that's here.
And I don't know who's in panel 3.
They're doing something. Tony, you guys know Tony. He's been on the stream. But he's doing
Yeah.
something right now with two Harley Quinns talking to each other for an hour or something.
that's
I was like, hey Tony, is it gonna be a shit show? He's like, oh yeah. But
But actually, I'm gonna have to look. I have to go because
Okay.
I have to set up. We have a DJ Cutman
okay.
is doing something. So thanks for having me.
Yep, you got it. Oh no, here comes Jay.
There's Jay.
All right.
Oh wait, no, I gotta say hi to Jay before I go.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's
what's
going
up,
on?
man? How's it going?
So we've been playing Mario Paint, and this is what we've come up with.
I mean, if you give it to
We
me,
need-
I'm just
we
gonna
need some
draw
help.
a penis or something. So
Yeah, well, we've already been there.
too late.
That
We
was
should do,
Ryan got that in. Actually, it was a
should do-
geometric dog.
We should do what are they called? Like win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean?
Can we
Like
do
Pictionary?
that?
Like
How does that
Pictionary
even go
Mario
anymore? I
Paint?
don't remember. It's like they.
Oh, you gotta
When we
draw
have the
something
chat,
in.
should we get the chat involved somehow? They can tell us.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're doing win, lose, or draw.
I gotta run.
Yeah.
You're out?
It's good seeing you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good seeing you guys.
All right.
Surprised
Yeah.
you even had time to sit down for a minute.
Yeah.
So, guys, so this is Jay. Now we had Billy from the Game Chasers,
Hi, everybody.
and we had a lot of conversations. We talked about sandwiches. We
Okay.
talked about YouTube. We
Okay.
talked about we talked about the Game Chasers. It's the first thing we talked about, your show, what you do. So we've been through all that stuff.
Appreciate the shout out. Thank
I
you.
want to talk to you about. Is there anything you want to say about the show? Is there what I would like to know actually? So it doesn't seem like you're like out here doing a big plug for your show, because I have a legitimate question for you.
Okay.
I want to know like what is going on with the show right now, and what do you want to do with it coming up?
So, what's going on with the show? Finding video games getting harder. So just the channel in general, we're just trying to do more just game content.
Okay.
Period. Game and toy
Like-
stuff,
like-
like nerd culture kind of stuff.
Okay.
We're working on. It's been getting rough. Stuff's not only harder to find stuff we need.
He was telling Billy was telling me that at one point you went to people's houses,
Yeah, we've done that.
knocking
before.
on doors. And stuff?
We have done that.
I thought that
before,
was
yes.
crazy.
It's actually it's turned out well. a couple
That's
times,
what he said.
actually.
It's like somebody took you to their garage
yeah,
or something.
Yeah, someone's house,
Yeah.
and they had this like big box of a lot of old school Atari stuff, like 400, 800 stuff.
Oh yeah. What was the last video you guys did?
Last video we did was shit. I don't even know what day is it. Can I say shit? I can say shit.
You can
right?
say shit.
What day is
You
it?
can say
Friday,
fuck.
Saturday.
You can say ass.
Okay.
That's about the limit.
Last video we did was I'd imagine something came out yesterday. Probably a top 5. What I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I don't know.
You schedule things in advance. So it's
We,
kinda
yeah,
like-
we do, especially on road trips. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
schedule
do-
it.
I
You
do that
have
too.
to, you have to, right? So one thing, we're gonna start doing more like mini documentaries on our channel.
Okay.
We're working on a Boglin one. Remember Boglins? The little
Boglins?
hand puppets.
I do not know. Please tell me about that, because I've never even heard of it.
So a Boglin was like, it was a. I'll pull up a picture of one actually.
Okay.
But it was a hand puppet, and you could move the mouth, and you could actually move the
Was
eyes.
it like
The
it was
eyes
a,
would-
like what? It was like a toy that people bought, or
Yeah, no, it was a toy. Didn't last very long here. but
When-
it
when did that,
continued
like,
in
come
Europe.
out?
80s.
It was the 80s.
In the 80s.
That's weird. You think I would have heard of that? I'm like 80s kid. Mr. 80s kid didn't hear about it. Did you have Did you? People are. It's so weird to do a live stream. It was hard yesterday. Yesterday I did F-Zero, and I was like really into it. So when people were like waving, I was like freaking out. But like this is way more chill than like yesterday.
Dude, this is like
Isn't
this
it
is kind
crazy?
of genius, actually. What I know what these are. Is this like soundproof plexiglass or something?
It's crazy how well this works. I was like, is this gonna work? Because the top of this is open,
Sure.
and I was like, well, all the sound's gonna come through. But
It's not though. Yeah.
so if you stand here, if I opened that and I stood out there and I said something to you, you would not hear me, but I would hear you. Like it only works like one direction.
Really?
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Here, I'll show
Yeah,
you.
let's do that.
So you go, open that door, go out there.
Okay.
So this is funny. The chat's like, I'll draw the bottle in a second. No, well, open the door a little bit. Open it a little bit. Okay, now you talk to me. I don't hear you. Now, do you hear me? Okay, stand near the door. Okay, now you well, so go back a little bit. Can you hear me right now? Okay. Okay. I can kind of hear you a little bit now. But when you were there, yeah, I think the door is a little bit too much open. But when it's closed, it's like perfect. And this thing is like open here.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So
you were like barely a whisper just.
yeah, people were telling me yesterday that the sound in here is better than my sound at home.
That's funny.
So this morning I was like trying to fix my sound. Yeah.
Stupid.
We
These were Boglins.
We got re-res out here. Oh, Boglins. Okay, let's show this. So This, guys, is Boglins, which they were kind of. It kind of reminds me of a Mad Balls.
I mean, the way they look, yeah, but you
little
gotta
bit.
remember back in the '80s. I mean, everything was like creatures, monsters,
Oh, yeah.
and shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. So, but
My
the Mad
Pet
Balls,
Monster.
these were bigger. They had the bigger ones. They're about this big around, and you can put your hand in there. and You can move the mouth, and you could actually move the eyes. The eyes were, I don't want to say animatronic because they weren't, but for lack of a better word, they were kind of animatronic. Actually.
Okay.
And like you can make them shift side to side and up and down and whatnot. It was actually really cool. We're working on a mini documentary on that. We actually interviewed the creator at a convention last year in Connecticut. So that was really cool. Like the guy who started.
And that's out or that's coming out?
It's coming out. It's something we're working on, and we're gonna start working on more. Like I want to do Turtles, but I think that would probably be like a long one. Because it's Ninja
What would
Turtles.
you do about Turtles?
Just everything.
Just talking about it?
Just the history of trying to talk to people who created the comic, trying to talk to the toys, the toy makers.
People
you know
who
what I mean?
talked, people who've done Ninja Turtle Mario Paint animations.
I mean, have you done that?
Have you not seen my Ninja Turtle?
I'm joking.
Oh, okay. I was
No,
gonna
if
say.
you want to be in it, that'd be great. Yeah, because you like toys. I know you like toys, so it'd be good.
I do. I used to. So we did a couple. We did a thing. James and I did a thing years ago called Turtle Tuesdays.
Okay.
Where we did like 20 videos on Ninja Turtles. It was like really a lot, like everything Ninja Turtles. And then I did that Ninja Turtle animation on James and Mike Money's. We played all the games. But I have to say, like out of everything Ninja Turtles, that I love that first movie.
First movie was amazing.
That first movie, none of the other ones held a candle. I didn't really like those new movies very much. And I had always said, we even did a video beforehand where we were like, what would you like to see in a new Ninja Turtle movie? And I'm like, I'd like to see Krang and Bebop and Rocksteady. And then they made it, and it has Krang and Bebop and Rocksteady, but it wasn't like executed that great.
I agree with that actually. The movie. Okay, so the first one was great. The second one was okay. Not as good as the first, but it was back then. I mean, it was still good. I could appreciate. Well, the Ninja Rap, first of all, that was the best.
Well, that was the second one.
That's what I mean. The second one was not as good as the first. The third one was just. A lot of people jump on the third one. I watched it. It's funny we're having this conversation. I watched it about a year ago, and not terrible. And I think I'm in the minority there. It's not great by any means. I'm not saying it's good.
Well, you're
But
saying it's not as bad as people make
think.
it out to
Yes.
be. I can see that.
The new ones.
It's not very good, but
Yeah, the new ones aren't very good. God, I don't know. I don't want to be like that old man. Like, oh, they run the Ninja Turtles, but
it's true though.
kind of run the Ninja Turtles.
What do you think
right?
about were you a Transformers fan as a kid?
I love Transformers.
Yeah, like the
yes.
G1 Transformers.
Yes.
So what do you think of the Michael Bay Transformers?
I don't like it. I don't like the way the characters look. Like,
Right. Did you ever watch? Maybe you didn't, but did you ever watch Thundercats as a kid at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, did you see the new Thundercats? So what do you think about that new Thundercats?
I think if I wanted to see Steven Universe, I would watch Steven Universe.
So we've gone through basically all of it. So you're saying that you don't want to sound like an old man,
But I am sound like an old. No,
but I agree with every point.
Right. Things can be redone and redone well.
You know what? That new Voltron was like. Not
See, I
too
didn't
bad.
see that, but I heard it was actually really good.
I mean, I didn't watch too much of it, but from what I saw, I was like, okay, like this is okay.
Okay.
So some things are done like well, but a lot of things are
A
not.
lot of things are not,
Yeah,
right? And,
yeah.
But I think because so many things aren't, people don't really appreciate the things that are done well. If we can go to movies for a minute, the RoboCop remake I thought was pretty good.
Oh, that was good, and
Right?
a lot of people
Judge
said
Dredd,
that
that
Judge
was
Dredd was
really
really
good.
good. Yeah.
What else? Those two examples. Honestly, the Karate Kid one, not terrible. The Jaden Smith one. A lot of
Okay.
people didn't like it, but
I
it wasn't
loved
terrible.
the YouTube one.
Dude, Cobra Kai's great.
It was amazing.
It's so good. I love it.
I loved how Johnny Lawrence acted, and how my favorite part of the whole thing was that maybe you remember if you watch it when he's training the new kids that come in, and the one kid's like, oh, I got peanut allergies.
Not anymore, you know.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah. It was so funny. He was so good.
I really like it. I like what they did.
By the way, I met Ralph Macchio once, And I have to say, he is the nicest dude ever.
No kidding.
Yeah, he was like my two heroes as a kid. Well, I had a lot of heroes like as a kid actually, but like Michael J. Fox and fucking Ralph Macchio. And
Okay.
to like meet, I'd love to meet Michael J. Fox, but and Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies. But to me, like it was so cool to meet Ralph Macchio because he was like exactly like what you envisioned.
Really?
You know?
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I liked that movie he did called Crossroads, where he plays the guitar.
Yes,
The blues.
I have not seen it. I should say.
It's pretty good. I liked it. I liked it growing up. But Cobra Kai, I really enjoyed Cobra Kai. I'm ready for season 2. Like,
Is there anything you'd like to see happen in season 2? My chat asked me to draw because I have a Batman emote, and have you ever saw the 1960s Batman?
Yeah.
With Adam West,
Sure.
He runs around. He's like, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb or whatever.
Got it.
And there's
Got it.
there's a continual joke. That,
Okay, I
that.
gotcha.
Can you
I
guys put the
gotcha.
Batman thing in the chat so he can say what the hell I'm talking about? I should look up there when I'm adjusting the chat. I'm like looking down here. There you go. That.
Okay, I got you.
So that's why they wanted me to do that.
I want to see how many times it gets put up there.
It'll probably just fill the screen in a minute.
So what do I want to see in the next Karate Kid? Cobra Kai season 2. I've heard people say, "Oh, it'd be cool if Ali came back," and I'm kind of like, "Well,
yeah.
why?" Like she won't make sense. You know, Ralph Macchio's married. They said she's married, and she's a doctor or something, or married to a doctor. I forget which one it was, but she's married. Fucking Daniel, Ralph Macchio's character is married. Like, what's the point?
Now that they brought in, I don't want to give any spoilers, but the person that they brought in at the very end,
Yes.
I think that they should bring in Terry Silver.
I think that'd be great, dude. He
Yeah.
was the best fucking sleazy.
You know who I've not
bad
seen
guy?
anybody mention? And it kind of doesn't have anything to do with Johnny Lawrence, so I could see why they wouldn't. But I feel like they should bring in Chosen from Karate Kid 2.
Okay, see, my brother said that, and I was like, well,
I know it doesn't fit.
it
really.
wouldn't fit. I mean, would it be
Yeah.
cool to see him at least like in the
Like-
background or
like
as an
in-
extra or
in
something?
somewhere in
yeah,
there,
like that would be
yeah.
kind of neat. But how do you fit him into the story? I would like to see.
I don't think he necessarily has to be in the story, but just like have him somewhere in like a cameo. Or
Sure.
something like
Okay,
that.
I can see
Yeah.
that. I would like to see like the other Cobra Kai members come back, Tommy and Bobby and Dutch.
By the way, as a kid, this was my favorite thing about the whole game is these fucking cats. Fucking funny. And the gooses and shit. I don't know, did you ever do the music part of this?
No,
I never did the
I have
music.
not.
Did you play this much as a kid? Or?
I did not. No, I was more of a Genesis guy because.
Okay. There was a drawing thing on Genesis as well with a mouse. It had a Sonic the Hedgehog on the cover, something art or whatever. And it came. Mario Paint comes in a box because it came with the mouse
Sure.
and the mouse pad. That also came in a box. And I don't know if you, with all your game collecting, I don't know if you ever saw it, but there was a Genesis like equivalent to Mario
I
Paint.
didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look for that.
You should. But I'm gonna put you on the spot because I did the same thing to Jay. We're gonna have you draw something.
Okay.
And we're going to take the suggestion from the chat, but you can pick. You can pick
Okay.
with the chat. So we're going to go through some suggestions. What would you like to see Jay draw? And by the way, the first thing I drew, they wanted me to draw E.T. It looked like a piece of shit. So don't worry if your drawing is not good.
Okay, so here's the
because
thing.
all our drawings were not good.
I can't even draw with like pen and paper.
Okay.
Like,
If
so
you-
this is gonna be fun.
You
This is
know,
gonna be fun.
we'll see what happens.
Like the best I can do is stick
So
figures.
Billy was really laughing because we were going through the things. People were like, draw Batman, draw this or that, and somebody goes, draw Cubby Gummy from like the Gummy Bears. And we were like, it was the most like random like thing like ever.
I used to like that show.
Yeah, thanks Tom Guy for subscribing. So let's see. Somebody wants to draw Freddy Krueger. What suggestions do you guys got? It'll take a minute for it to come.
I am a shady, dirty Joe. I mean, you're not wrong.
Let's
See this.
So you can get, if you go through, what is the thing to get back to it? I guess if you hit that, it'll click back to the things. And then if you hit this, it'll scroll through all the different like colors and whatever you can use, or all the different things.
So is this like my toolbar up here?
How long he'll notice what, Joe T?
Okay. I'm just trying to get a hang of this real quick.
Yeah. So he's practicing a little bit while we get some suggestions to
Okay, so
come
we're
in.
gonna go a little slow, so it'll.
Yeah, going slow
Got it,
is
got it, got
definitely.
it. Okay. How do we clear this out now?
So you hit. This is the best part of the game, by the way. So you
race.
hit that, and then you hit any of those, like over anything there over, and they do all kind of cool for the '90s erasing.
Hey now.
Pretty good.
All right. Okay, what do we draw?
Waiting for a couple to come in here. Let's see. Beast Wars. Did you watch Beast Wars?
I did not watch Beast Wars.
I didn't really watch it either.
I saw a few and I'm like, this ain't no motherfucking Transformers. Fuck
Yeah.
out of here. So I was out on Beast Wars.
Alright, I don't know. I'm gonna give you something to draw. I want you to draw
Stupid game.
this dude right here.
Draw this guy right here?
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's people waving at us.
This is really cool. I really like this. This is really neat.
How about this? Draw anything you want. Draw your hat.
Draw my hats?
Yeah.
I think
No,
I
draw.
might be able to
What do
do
you?
that.
What are you? Name some of your favorite video games. What are your top favorite video games?
I mean, number one, like Mario 3. Resident Evil 4 is up there.
Okay.
I
What-
love God of War.
So if Mario 3 is your favorite game, other than like Mario and Luigi and all that, what's like an enemy or something in the game, a part of the game that you like? Why do you like that game so much?
Dude, it's just fun.
It's just fun.
It's super, super fun. I still speed, like to this day, I'll speed run it. And with whistles, I can beat it in like 35 minutes or so.
Okay.
Which is nowhere near any kind of world record. or anything,
Can you
but-
give us something in Mario? How about can you do the ship? Can you do one of the Koopa Kids? Can you do? I'm making it hard on you.
Okay, wait. Let me try to do something.
Anything you want from Mario.
Okay, I got
How about
it.
the frog suit?
No, we're gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I can't even draw a straight line.
I can't either. In Mario Paint. That's why we do Mario Paint. You can bring anybody in because it's next to impossible to draw in Mario Paint.
I mean-
And also, by the way, you're drawing with a mouse, so you know how hard that is.
Yes.
So,
Okay, let's try to get something going there. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. Dude, that looks like a really gnarly dick. That's what that looks like.
It's a very. It's what are they? A chode. It's like a fat. It's like a fat.
Yeah, chod's
It's a teeny one.
I'm gonna draw this little guy that had the. God, this is terrible. Okay, so if you guys can't tell what this is supposed to be in the like the desert level, World 2. We're gonna put the stupid sun up here.
Something by accident. All right, so I think the internet dropped out.
Did it?
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna keep going now.
Oh,
You back?
Yeah, I think we can stop because I think the stream like went out because of the internet.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah. No, it says like. No, the chat's telling me it's like dead.
It's dead.
The chat's working, but I think
Gotcha.
it went out at some point.
I'm gonna keep going.
So-
This is in case you get it back on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna like log out of it and log back in. There you go, guys. How long was that out? Anyway, so if you missed any of that, I'll be uploading that to plays later. So if you missed it, sorry. Oh, 5 minutes? Okay, that's not too bad.
not too bad, right?
Yeah. All right. So anyhow, so we were just I was asking suggestions from the chat for things for Jay to draw, and then the chat went out on us, and then so I asked him what his favorite game was, and he said Mario 3. So now he's drawing some Mario 3 stuff, and I love that. That's the pokey,
Yes.
and he got the evil. I hate that son, and he
such
comes
an
down.
Yeah. I told you I can't draw, but this is
That's pretty good.
this is cool.
And aren't you happy that I had to draw a Mario scene because now I can use all the
I
cheats?
am actually, yes. Okay, so I want this guy. Here. How do I put him in? Just drop it.
Hey, Boxy Brown in my chat says, not bad, pretty good.
I mean,
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I can tell what everything is, and isn't that the most important thing when you're looking
you're
at
not
something?
wrong, actually, right?
Sick. And I was saying to Ryan earlier, he comes in, he's like, oh my god, you guys are playing Mario Paint? You could be playing like any game you're playing Mario Paint. And I'm like, what's wrong? We could also be playing F-Zero or Mega Man like X.
I mean.
And he's like, I subject people to torture. Oh, is he bloody?
No, this is his body. I told you, like stick figures is how I roll.
I just was red because Mario.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, pretty good.
So,
Did they have Luigi in there or anybody? Like what other guys?
Oh, let's see.
I don't really think of Luigi too much in Mario 3
No one
because
thinks of Luigi too much. Luigi's son. You don't play. I mean, obviously you didn't play as him unless you had two players going.
can Mario play Game Boy? Can you make that happen?
Oh yeah, I can make that happen. So I clicked on it. Now how do I put it in his hand?
I just click it maybe. Or not? Did you
Or
click
not.
it?
I did.
No.
It's just weird because
Oh wait, no. Yep. I think you have to use. There's a stamp. Click that.
okay.
Now click it.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
yeah. There you go.
hey now.
There you go.
There we go.
Now you should put like one of these other put a plane in it on it. You should do a plane version into something or I don't
Can I
know.
tilt it? Oh, I can. Can you? Because we can enlarge it.
Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't an option back then. Oh, hang on now.
That was too advanced.
Yeah. Put a little plane over here.
Dropping some
Going to,
apples. Dinosaurs and shit. I actually haven't like looked through all this. It's like
oh
bugs.
hell yeah! Look at this little guy.
What is all this shit? Trains.
Crowning.
What the fuck is that? It's like a plug. Should have the dinosaur making a phone call.
Where's the phone?
Is
Where's the
it-
phone?
It's not a cell phone. You got a rotary phone.
Okay.
Brutal but clean says Mario's body is so anatomically correct.
Oh, dude. That's just wrong to do that, right? I mean, put a nose on them, make it look like balls.
All right, guys, I believe we are back. We're having a little internet problem today. It was perfect yesterday, but I don't know what's going on. I think there's more people in here now, so maybe a lot of Wi-Fi going on or something
Right.
like that. But yeah, so because it keeps going out, I think we're gonna end this shortly. Boxy Brown says, "Let's blame Jay."
It's my fault. I fucked everything up.
It was all his.
It looks like a G, so we're gonna.
Are you signing your name?
I was trying to, but you know,
It's pretty good.
there.
All right,
Close
guys.
enough.
I'm gonna end this here. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for the drawing.
It's not bad. It's not. I mean, it's not good, but
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
what did Billy draw?
He was pretty good. He drew. His drawings were better than mine. He drew Krang,
Okay.
like the body form with
Yeah.
the stomach, and he did. What's the other thing he did? There was something. I think he drew something else too, and it was good.
I'm surprised he didn't do like a gizmo or something.
Well, he had me draw E.T. and my E.T. drawing was terrible. We did it all from memory, and then Ryan came in.
There.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks, guys. Thanks, Brisbee Life. Thanks, Brutal but Clean. He says frame it and hang it up in a museum. Well, what you guys can do is, since this is a stream, you can take a screenshot of it and you can print it out onto a piece of paper Then what you do is you tweet it to me and
Tweet it
to
to
Billy,
us,
and maybe
yes.
we'll retweet it. Or any of the drawings that we did today. All right, guys, thanks for watching.
Thank you guys.